What's happening? It's your boy Dyvurse.
What's up, y'all? It's the coldest Lolo over here.
Feel me? And we got the Mekanix in the building. Rocking the Voice of the Streets podcast. I'm just saying though, y'all introduce yourselves individually, man. Let them know something.
What's good, y'all? This Kenny Tweed, one half of Mekanix.
It's 4 racks, the other half of Mekanix. I already know.
You feel me? So, first question, man. How did y'all even come together? Like was both of y'all producers and y'all came together, or did one get another into it? Y'all cousins? How that?
Nah, you hit it on the nail.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Hey, you know.
both producers individually, and then we messed around. Can we cuss on this?
Yeah.
Okay, so you gotta ask.
Yeah, you good. No, you good.
I was producing, he's producing, and then we, as God saw it be, he brought an artist to us that both of us could produce for at the same time, and that's what happened. That's how we kind of, I found out about him. He found out, but he knew about me, but I didn't know about her because he didn't have a lot of records that was like released.
I was just getting started.
Yeah.
Just getting started.
I had some previous records that had kind of got out there through other artists, so I had a little bit of a name, just a little bit, not much.
So you mentioned that one artist brought y'all together. Who was that?
His name is IRS.
IRS?
Shout out IRS.
Okay, for sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I do believe he's still recording. We haven't really had any dealings musically, and you know what I'm saying, in a long time really, but yeah, IRS was the artist that brought us together.
Who else did you collab with besides IRS? Like
Before or after?
Solo, on some solo shit.
after? When you guys go?
Oh, once we became the Mekanix.
Shit, we collabed.
Scott is limit, huh?
Everybody, yeah, everybody.
How'd you guys build the name up, like from ground up? Like how'd you guys become known?
Well, so the Mekanix, luckily, we actually we're pre-internet. That means a lot.
I mean, hell of
Because
a
a lot of people don't know nothing without the internet. We were pre that. So we was actually, we used word of mouth, we used pretty much that, huh?
Word of mouth is networking.
Yeah, you had to bust your ass and bust your
Mutual
guns.
friends in the music business.
And
That's what I was gonna say.
give them something that was worth talking about.
Yeah.
You feel me? You give somebody something that's worth talking about, somebody gonna tell somebody, and that person gonna tell somebody. Before the internet, before a link, a YouTube free link, before any of that, you had to do something that was so dope that made a motherfucker say, hey man, you heard of this? You heard of that? And that's where we come from, you feel me? Is actually putting in work in and getting somebody to familiarize themselves with something that they think is dope.
That's dope.
So Tweet, how do you feel? Cause y'all got that ear. Like everybody y'all put y'all hands on, they out there. You feel me? Like for sure. So I mean, what do you think molded your ear for that?
I was raised in a musical household, so it's just in me.
What kind of music was it?
My
Like
pops,
was it
he's a
throwback
musician.
90s, like Tupac shit?
Yeah,
Was it you
my
feel me,
pops,
70s Marvin Gaye?
he played saxophone and he had me playing musical instruments, like growing up, all type of instruments.
Oh, that's dope.
Drums, piano, trumpet, and I just stuck with it.
So y'all incorporate that in the beats that y'all do, or is everything like different type of analog type shit?
Yeah, I mean, when need be, yeah, for sure.
That's dope.
Yeah. I mean, we seasoned in so much that we're able to pull. We know when to identify, when to pull what from where. You know what I'm saying? Like this artist might need something that's from the 90s or something that's from the 80s, or they looking for, I need a Jermaine Dupri, or Jermaine Dupri one in this time. We know how to pull from different time frames and be able to say, this is what you're looking for.
So from what I'm
This is
hearing,
our version of what you need.
from what I'm hearing, it sounds like y'all get a chance to study the artist before y'all even approach them with a yo, let's do this. Cause I know y'all don't just do singles, y'all do whole projects, correct?
We like to. It's old school. That's like back in the day. If you're familiar with Dr. Dre's legacy, Dr. Dre, he did singles here and there, but you really knew Dr. Dre from doing whole projects
Bodies
on
of
it.
work, yeah.
And we love that because with a single, you only get one type of perspective. This is how I feel right now.
Yeah.
But when you're able to do a whole project on the album, you get, it's like, as an example, it's like if I spent a week with you. Monday, this is how you feel. Tuesday, this is how you feel. Wednesday, this is how you feel. You know what I mean? Thursday, your baby mama got in there. Friday, these are the type of records you get.
Yeah.
So when you do a whole project, that's how you get all these different emotions. You know, not just the one, is it gonna work on the radio? Does it make the chicks twerk?
Right.
And that's what I was gonna say. It's doper that y'all do bodies of work, because sometimes producers get labeled in that one category. Like, say if that one specific song hit, everybody tapping in with you to get them beats for show, but it's just for that one category. You feel me? So in a way, you're not able to express your art.
Body of work.
Yeah, so when I
bounce around a little bit.
yeah, so when you do
Show.
bodies of work, you get that full week of what you're talking about.
Show
You
like
feel me?
that first
But
show.
tell them what he's talking about.
Oh,
Right
wow.
now, once you do, what people come to us for.
Oh yeah, I mean, we kind of get labeled anyway, because for the mob sound, for the mob music.
Y'all do got
Shout out all the
that
mob.
bass.
Shout out all the mob.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we go crazy with the mob music.
So what's one song that y'all said, okay, let's mix it up one time. Let's not do the average.
I
What's
mean,
one song that
on
y'all
our
said?
album, we really try to do that on our albums.
Yeah.
Every time. Every
We try to
time.
give you like a variety of different shit. But yeah.
Yeah, shout out to like DJ Khaled. What DJ Khaled does, we've been doing that shit for 15 years.
Yeah. And see, that's
Like,
something
way
about
before
the-
y'all knew what the
That's
Khaled
something
was.
about the Bay, bro. It seemed like we the creators, and
Yeah.
we don't get noticed for it. You know,
Yeah,
and that's not to say it with a grain of shade or none of that.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it
No,
is.
it is what it is.
I mean, we can make a living and where we from and everything, but it's like for those that want to be known in the whole industry, you feel the international type.
Well, what it comes down to is that they gotta support their own.
Yeah.
Like, we real quick to, you know, if, so let's say J Stalin got a show tomorrow at whatever club, you know, whoever's gonna show up from this demographic. But if Future come out to this motherfucker, that motherfucker gonna be sold the fuck out.
Yeah.
Not saying a stylish show won't be. I just use it as an example. But I mean, you can't let motherfucker outsiders come in and you give them and show them a better look than you give at your people that's busting their gun for you. Facts, you feel me? And that's what's going on in the Bay, and that's what's been going on in the Bay, is that the Bay don't show up for the Bay.
And
Yeah,
it's-
y'all gotta show each other love. Like,
Exactly.
for real. That's where y'all come down to.
That's a real problem. Like, so with that being said, I take that as a AKA. It's a lot of poison in the Bay. So what do you think it would take to take that poison out?
Wow, good question. Well, first of all,
Technically, you just
I don't
answered
want to consider it poison.
Yeah.
It's not poison. I think it's just, I mean, it's a long list of behavior that's been learned through all kinds of things. The most currently, in just my opinion, not Kenny's opinion, because we get in trouble for me voicing my opinion if you're in the case. But in just my opinion, social media is definitely a big part of just people lean in a certain kind of way.
You think it had to do something with egos?
Well,
I mean, social media, that's an ego right there. in
yeah,
itself.
in its own right. I mean, dick riding and this, that, and the third, and big U's and little me's, and
Yeah.
you know, it's a lot of shit that go into the equation, but it really shouldn't be trigonometry. It's really just addition. 1 + 1 = 2, and there's strength in numbers.
And see,
So, you get what I'm saying? It's like, as long as we stick together in this shit, we can build something that we can stand on. But if everybody is trying to divide, and you see what I'm saying?
Competition, it'll be competition, man.
and see, I would. My whole thing is what's up, cut. My whole thing is like the type of movement that I'm bringing like the genuine movement. You feel me? Like, okay, say if an artist come to me and I'm genuinely digging them, I feel like me giving them the game or putting them in a position for them to make their own opportunity, it don't make me a break.
No.
I feel like that's the key thing that's stopping everybody from kind of taking off. You feel me?
Well, they say steel sharpens steel. You know what I mean? So it don't hurt you to help somebody else stay sharp because you actually stay sharp and they stay sharp.
Yeah.
So it's an ongoing a giving thing. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers ain't just taking for themselves. So I totally agree with you. I mean, you know, people gotta learn to just stop being on your own dick and be like, my nigga, let somebody live one time. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't just all about you.
It ain't just all about you.
It's not all about
Somebody
you.
open some doors for you
For
too.
real.
Right.
Exactly. That's how I
It's
see
for
it.
everybody's path. Everybody got their own path.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't not get it. Like they always gonna end up at their destination no matter what.
No
So
matter
you might as well
what.
just be happy for them.
Exactly.
See, that's why I salute
And
40.
contribute whatever you can while they
Exactly.
cross your path.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I salute 40 because he got the young generation. He one of those Bay Area legends that could tap in to any genre of music, any generation of music, and they rock with him genuinely. I feel like that trickles off to y'all the same way. Everybody slide to y'all. You feel me? Like y'all that stable sound of not only the town but the Bay Area. Like I can whip off y'all. You feel me? Like for sure. So it's lit, man.
So I know that you guys are super close to J Stalin.
Super
How
close.
did y'all end up like meeting and how did that come about?
There's a studio in Oakland called The Grill. The Grill Studios. If you were serious about putting out records over the last 10 to 15 years, then you've been there at least once. You know what I mean? Like they were the studio to go to get your stuff sonically in competition. Yeah, so you
Like
can
radio playtime.
compete with
Yes.
those that are professionally doing something.
Right.
Stalin was actually there, signed to, he was signed to Richie Rich. And we were in there working on different projects at the time, mixing, mastering, whatever it was at the moment. And that's where we met J Stalin with the Grill Studio. Shout out Lev, shout out Richie Rich. And yeah, it was just kind of one of those, we bumped into each other and now we're inseparable.
Dope, yeah.
It sounds like
He's
y'all got
such a great
relationships
guy,
with every
so-
artist y'all work with,
Yeah.
like versus it being just business.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like y'all got relationships with everybody. But for that, who have you?
Yeah, we do. We
Yeah,
do.
yeah. So do you have some artists that come for you just for the business, or does that relationship automatically develop?
Good question.
Yeah, we do have some artists that just come for the business, like people who reach out via like social media and stuff like that, and then it depends on how that experience goes if we further develop a relationship. But yeah.
Because I know some people come with the money, they go, all right, I'm done. I mean, that's cool too.
It still come down to vibes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people you can vibe with, some people you can't.
Mhm.
Like even like behind the scenes, like people don't know. Big reason why we're here is because how we vibe with Lolo. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like Lolo was instrumental on some visual stuff that we was doing.
Colors.
Because the vibe was so dope
Yeah.
that she was talking about like we there.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always about the vibes. Like you capture the right vibe with people, and who knows? You know what I mean? What the possibilities can become.
Going on vibes, what's one of the greatest experiences y'all had with one of the artists that y'all have done?
Vibes. Oh shit.
Right.
Sound like a whole lot of memories.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
Oh, like something that you really remember.
Something very.
Man.
It sounds like he had a couple of them. That's what.
I mean,
It's a billion of them, bro. It's a billion of them. Because like you said,
yeah.
every artist, not every artist, but a lot of the artists that we sit down and actually do a lot of music with, more than one song or two, we have a rapport with.
Yeah.
So you can tell that there's a relationship there. And once you begin a relationship, now you got room for,
Right.
you know, we're doing shit that's outside of music.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We eat, families get the mixing and mingling.
Culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
I feel like the fans could feel everything that y'all go through when they just press play. You know, because all that energy is there. Like me, I'm a recording artist. If I go in the studio and I'm probably hot because something didn't really happen, but I'm trying to make a song about a chick, you're gonna hear the aggression in my voice. You feel me? So I might as well just go ahead and just get my frustration out versus trying to push something else out. You get it?
Right.
So,
But between you and us, this is a big secret. I'm tell you, 2020, this is our 20-year anniversary.
oh, that's what's happening.
People don't know we started
You get this thing.
We started Mekanix in the year 2000, so this is our 20-year anniversary.
Wow.
So this is our first podcast.
What?
You know, we're going for the top of the year, so it's a celebration.
Yes,
But you just made me lose my train of thought. The reason why I was bringing that up was, what did you just say?
We was talking about recording a song.
Yeah, record a song
one of the
and have the right
secrets-
vibes.
One of the secrets, I was saying, because we've been in the game 20 years, now we really are in a position where we want to give back so much. And one of those things are like secrets that shit we've been holding on to.
Yeah.
We're talking about. And I'm giving this to definitely you because of what you just said, but also to anybody that's paying attention. But one of our biggest secrets on how to create records was just what you just said. When you come in the studio, it's everything you're talking about. It's what you're going through. It's I'm mad because I got into my girl. Da, 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 da. That's how we create records. We take that energy before we even press play on the beat.
Y'all probably having whole conversations. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, we kicking it. What you eat today? Oh yeah, now I went to Chef Smelly. What you do? Yeah, what you do last night? Oh, I didn't do shit. I was fucking with the family. Yeah, what you do this morning? Oh no, you know I ate some eggs and went to chicken and waffles and blah blah blah. Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you something about proud. Before you know it, the song writes itself. And we just press play.
And I feel like that's a rare thing on the artist side, cause like for us artists, man, you know, we gotta cash out a lot for studio time, for beats, and for everything. So like, I know me sometimes when I'm coming in, everything already written, everything already ready, cause I'm not trying to waste my money.
Smart.
But
Very smart.
the vibe that I'm searching for is to just come in the studio, have a conversation real quick, let something come out naturally. Because I mean, I'm gonna make a hit that I got written already, but I want that type of vibe, that type of energy. Because like I said, once again, when the consumer press play, they feeling that, and that's gonna go off right there. You feel me? Yes, sir.
I mean, if you're not working with like a producer like that's like in-house, then you gotta create that.
Exactly.
Whether it, like we've worked with shout out Silk E. Silk E is a dope artist, dope R&B artist. She like I wouldn't give no comparisons, but just to kind of give you a skeleton. She's an Erykah Badu-ish type of super seasoned, strong vocal. But she'd come to the studio and she'd be fast and be like, turn the lights off. I need my candles. I need my candles. Get her whole little shit right. And then it's like pop a cork. And now we drinking and we talking like we was doing it before you know it, press play. Oh yeah, the music, that's it right there. She be on the mic.
Yes,
sir. Now we on the record.
See, that's it right there.
You gotta create your vibe, and if you ain't got a vibe, create your vibe. That's how the records. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's how the records come out, dope, as opposed to you just jumping in the studio and rapping off other beats. You know what I'm saying?
So let's switch it up a little bit. Let's see, how far has your music taken you as far as like places that you travel? Listen to it.
Shit, I ain't really traveled too much with the music. Brother travel, he didn't travel the world with it. He didn't DJ.
I mean, what's the place like both of y'all?
He ain't traveled. He ain't traveled as far as he did.
Not as far as yeah.
Just by choice.
Yeah.
By choice.
Yeah.
Believe that. Believe when I say that.
Yeah.
But I was blessed early on, like as a teenager. Shout out Money B and Digital Underground. I DJ'd for them, and I DJ'd for the Loonies. So they took me around the world. I was
like 5 on the Loonies.
Yeah, 5.
Lolo.
I got 5
yeah,
on
you was gone.
Them niggas took me around the world. I was when I started touring, I was 17. I stopped at like 22.
See, that's something like me, man. So what was that? What was that
I went
first
everywhere
initial
to
feeling?
Alaska, Germany,
Wow.
fucking, you name it. I ain't been to Japan. That's somewhere I wanted to go to, Japan and China. But no, I literally went everywhere. My passport.
Yeah.
What was that first initial feeling when you stepped off that first plane in Germany or something? You was just like, what the hell?
No, it's crazy. I come from Chicago, right?
Mhm.
Before I came to the Bay, I come from Chicago, and I distinctly remember being. My mother left my father when I was like 9, 10 years old,
Mhm.
right? And when I came to my very first experience in O'Hare, Chicago's airport, which was O'Hare Airport or whatever, I remember being super little on the escalator. Is that what you call it? Not escalator. What's the one that runs?
The
moving
moving
thing,
thing?
yeah.
Vertical,
Oh, yeah.
not horizontal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember being on there, and I closed my eyes and I said, Lord, whatever I do when I get older, I want to be somebody that's like these people I'm seeing around me traveling.
Business suits, you feel me?
And I
That's
distinctly
the case.
remember years later
That's so dope.
being in the airport, traveling and saying, wow,
This is what I wanted.
this is what I asked for.
You went on that horizontal thing.
Yeah.
That's how it moves.
So it was cool. It was definitely cool. I mean, a lot of the traveling that I did, touring, didn't, even though I touched a lot of places, I didn't feel like I been there
Mhm.
because I would be in there,
Autopilot, right?
get there, check into the hotel,
Yeah.
go to the mall, go to the record store, do an in-store, go to the mall, get an outfit, go back to the hotel room.
Hold
Get
on, stop
dressed.
right there. For y'all that don't know, we was explaining the street grind earlier. That's what the man was doing, promoting himself in everywhere, every spot that he hit. You feel me? Like that's something for the artists and the producers.
Yeah.
When people got a show, you feel me? The first thing, let's go hit the mall. Let's go chop it up. You
You
feel
gotta
me?
get
See what
fresh.
these people like right quick while we getting fresh and
Yeah,
everything.
you gotta get
Go
fresh.
grab something to eat at the hole in the wall, something. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you gotta feel the city out. So
I mean, at least hit it to a point where you felt like, if I touch down in fucking Buffalo, New York, or whatever, I gotta go get a Buffalo hat or
Exactly.
get a shirt or something to let them. Once I show up on stage, they like, he fucking does. You see what I'm saying? You gotta do that.
Yeah.
You gotta do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just you know.
So what would you guys want to tell people that want to take y'all route in like music producing, that want to follow you guys?
Man, stay consistent,
Yeah.
stay hungry, and try to stay original, man. Create your own lane.
Mhm.
Yep. Create your own lane.
That's true.
So let me see.
Definitely.
Go ahead.
Nah, he hit it on there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like I love that it's two of us. See, that's what a lot of people don't get a chance to do.
Yeah.
Is interview a production team.
Mhm.
See, it's two of us. So he has his thoughts, I have my thoughts, but they all for the common good actually equal out to a win.
Yeah.
So what he don't say, I say. And what I don't say, he say.
It's like y'all twins in a way. Y'all
Yeah,
read
one
each
of the
other minds,
twins.
passing
One
back
of
and
the
forth.
twins. So he was really giving you what he means. You know, stay original, find originality in what you're doing.
Right.
Boom, 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 and you know what I'm saying, put it out there.
So have y'all ever been included in a beat challenge or put a beat challenge on? Because I know y'all been on for a minute. Ain't no reason to, you feel me, submit nothing.
Yeah. We never been no beach.
Have you ever put one on them?
Nah,
No?
we haven't.
Now we got little young pit bulls that
Yeah.
bust niggas ass.
Got it, man. I got
Well,
full
we ain't really
squad.
gotta do that
I
shit.
feel like y'all cheating out here, man.
Now we got our homeboy, shout out Poetic Beats. We got a homeboy Poetic Beats. This nigga got so many motherfucking belts
Mm-hmm.
that it's like y'all don't want no smoke with that nigga. And I'm challenging any of y'all niggas out there who see this. Y'all want to beat battle or whatever, beat battle the mechanics. We don't have to battle.
Nah,
It's
nah.
solidified. But we got a nigga for y'all. Poetic Beats, POETIQ, BEETZ, at Poetic Beats, and I dare you to challenge him. He held the belt. Coldest producer you ever want to hear, nigga.
Don't
Believe
be
it.
out
Okay.
here.
I said it. We said it.
You go
You
crazy.
don't want no smoke?
Yeah.
So what's some of y'all 2020 goals? I mean, that y'all haven't accomplished already. I mean, I know some people may not be on that New Year's type of hype. You feel me? You probably was on your goal midway through 2020 already. You feel me? But what's some of them?
Man, just expanding our brand and shit besides music. You feel me?
What do you guys do besides music?
Everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's some stuff we can't let out the bag.
Invest.
Yeah.
Y'all investing.
I direct a few videos here and there.
Oh, you direct too?
Yeah, I was in two of them. So.
Yeah, love. Y'all gonna see this shit gonna unfold in a crazy way. But like, go ahead.
Yeah, man, branching off into other stuff like films and
Nice.
sound kits and like bro said, we can't let everything out the bag.
So y'all saying films and everything. So what y'all got y'all on camera crew? Y'all invested in cameras?
Nah, and that's what we should have did about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
We just haven't. I think everything happens for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
and we haven't invested in cameras to this point. To be totally transparent, we haven't, and we should have. But it wasn't meant, so we didn't.
But y'all got y'all team though to make it
We
work.
got a team. Yeah, we have a blueprint that we stick to, and it kind of works for us. I can say it kind of. It works for us.
Yeah.
So we ain't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying?
That's lit right there, and like how you said, 2 heads is better. You feel me?
Yeah,
The whole team is
yeah.
better than 2.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's hella dope right there. You know, you gotta find people smarter than you in the positions that you wanna.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You feel me? So they can help you take over at all times.
Definitely. But 2020 gonna be like I already said, this is our 20-year anniversary. So I mean, we're geared up right now and in position to show y'all a whole lot of shit this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like people already know what we do. But
I know y'all got a new album, Donuts. So
Donuts is well now. Donuts came out in
6
May.
months. It was about 6 months
Longer
old.
than that. Shit.
6-7 months old.
Yeah, Donuts came out in May
That's the latest
2019. That's the latest one. Yeah, that's the latest one. Shout out to everybody that fucked with the Donuts album.
Mm-hmm.
Support that showed up. Everybody.
Everybody else.
Keep the Sneak, J Stalin, fucking D-Lo, Mr. Fab, Magnolia Child,
Lil Yates.
Loonies, you name it.
Yeah.
Like everybody, that's what I said earlier, like what DJ Khaled has been doing, like DJ Khaled got the real blueprint, real cheat code.
Yeah, he got a cheat code.
He got the cheat code. The cheat code is to actually have the budget to go grab the best in every genre and pull them together at your leisure on whatever track you think they should exist on. That's the cheat code.
See, while we on that subject, what's some key features that you want to conquer 2020?
I don't talk about it.
Nah, you gave it up like already got it.
Nah, because DJ Khaled already playing so much in our backyard that we feel like,
We got some shit up our sleeve.
yeah, bro, like shout out to DJ Khaled, niggas a genius.
Yeah.
But like I said, what he's doing now, we've been doing since '05.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our just keep it 100. Our reach ain't been that long, so like we couldn't go grab Lil Wayne and then grab Drake, or I shouldn't say them two because they both.
But y'all got the dream team though. Y'all got the Bay Area dream team.
But
You feel me?
you
I know what you mean.
But you just hit it in a nutshell. You
Yeah.
said, what do you say?
Bay Area dream team.
Yeah. No, you said the Bay.
Yeah.
No. Drake will grab a nigga from Canada. Khaled will grab a nigga from Canada, grab a nigga from New Orleans, and grab a nigga from Cali, and have a nigga from Germany do the beat. That's a cheat
And no
code.
wall.
That's a cheat code. And then he do one thing. He get on it and say, another one. We the best! And y'all run to the dance floor like, hey! And the charts go crazy. But we've been doing that. It's just our reach ain't been as long as what Khaled reached. Neo to do the hook, Jeezy to do a verse, 2 Chainz to do a verse, YG to do a verse, and then have a motherfucker like Colin Tilley to do the video. His reach is very, very long. We seasoned, and that's the goal. The goal is to do it exactly what Khaled did, even though we feel like we started doing that shit way before Khaled. The goal is to do that, but for here. For this demographic.
So y'all already where y'all need to be.
We're moving in that direction. We're moving in that direction. You know what I'm saying?
So what's one of the top artists that you've done a beat for?
The biggest shit so far is Davies.
Dave.
Yeah, we just did the Dave shit.
On a new one?
Yeah, his new album that just came out.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out Dave, shout out Nas, shout out Def Jam, Massive Pills.
That's big right there.
We did the record with it's called Devil's Eyes, but it's Dave East, my E40 and mine.
Oh, that goes crazy. So you went all the way back to the bank.
Yeah, right in a crazy way, right? Yeah.
That's what's up. That let you know that he really rocked with it. You feel me? Because he came in, got y'all. You feel me? Y'all, like I say, y'all the main staples. You feel me? He got them Bastard.
Yeah.
He got Mozzie. You feel me? So that's extra lit right there.
Extra lit. Yeah. Shout out Daddy. What up, D? What up?
That's super dope, man. So before we get up out of here, man, what's one piece of game that you could give to the youth? Not even musically, just in life. From each and every one of y'all, both of y'all.
Hey, right off the back, find what you love and apply pressure. Right off the back, it's gonna save your life. Find what you love and apply
Don't be
pressure.
no follower, man. Do you follow your mind, follow your dreams and goals.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
It's really
It's that simple.
Listen, the blueprint is already out there. All you gotta do is go look at who won and who didn't.
You study it.
If you follow the motherfucker, if you follow Jay-Z blueprint and he did this when he did that, and he did that when he did that, and when they said this, he did that, and just do your fucking homework. It's already, the blueprints is already out there. That's why actually music right now is at its best.
Yeah.
Because there's so many niggas you could follow.
Yeah.
You could, we have battles all the time trying to figure out who's the next artist to fuck with. Because the blueprint is already out there so much. These artists nowadays will take a little bit of Drake, a little bit of Wayne, auto-tune the hook like Future, bust a couple of bars like a nigga from the East Coast, dress like a nigga from down south, put a little lip gloss on like this does a nigga, put a skirt on like Lolo does. You got about 12 artists all in one artist. And as long as they press play and the music is tolerable, everybody fuck with it.
See,
You know
man,
why?
they gotta study.
Everybody can relate.
They gotta study it a different way, man. Just study the craft.
No, but I'm saying that the blueprints are already
Yeah,
there.
it's already there. So
It's already
you gotta
there.
study it.
So take the blueprint and figure out like who won, why they won, who didn't win, and why they didn't win. Find yourself in that equation and then apply pressure. It's all there. It's already there.
Is it any marketing tips that y'all can give to producers or artists?
Marketing tips.
Like any certain distributions, is that the key to it, or any certain street ways you
You
got
gotta stay
promotion?
consistent.
Yeah.
If you ain't consistent, you'll keep starting from scratch.
So you feel like staying consistent, everything will come to you.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Definitely.
I hit it on the nail, you're
No
right.
matter what happens, there's always going to be obstacles. You just gotta get your ass back up.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let 'em
Because
know.
the worst thing in this game, the worst thing you can do in this game is stop.
Yeah.
Yes, there
If
you
you
go.
stop, then everything stops.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But if you stay
Starting
consistent,
over.
yeah, you starting over. Because this artist that we've that we fucked with, that like, you know, for whatever reasons they stop. Hey, fuck this rap shit, or
Life do get hard. You gotta stay
it gets
pushing.
hard,
Yeah.
but you gotta figure out if you built for this shit, you built for this shit, and if you're not, you're not. So if you're not built for the in front of the camera, maybe you built for behind the camera.
Exactly.
If you're not built for behind the camera, maybe you built for the street team. If you're not built for the street team, maybe you built for the promotion.
And see, that's what
There's other positions. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what people gotta realize, that it is other positions.
It's a
other
lot
than
of
just- 'cause, you know,
positions.
everybody and their mama is rapping now.
Yeah.
And they got real, you know, you could be the lawyer for that rapper.
Very
You know,
true.
you could
Very
be the
true.
producer for that rapper. You could
Very
be the
true.
engineer for that rapper.
Very
You
true.
could be the event planner for the rapper.
Very true. Now, what's called is if we really start doing the homework on it is, you know, if you just focused on you being that one thing, that one entity, if you remove yourself from being that one thing, maybe you can be that one thing for many entities.
Yeah, okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember we was talking about taking yourself, it's not being about just you. See, when you just want, man, put me in front of the spotlight, I'm the big, I'm the big, blah, 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 but you really ain't the nig. You feel me?
Yeah.
But if you fall back and play your position, maybe you the nig times 10 by being behind everybody else that need to be in the spotlight. Like, these are things that niggas need to start thinking about instead of trying to fucking congest the spotlight.
And that's one thing that I was saying earlier, as far as giving the next person the game, don't make you a breaker.
You know?
You feel me? For sure, for sure. Man, with being said, this is the Voice of the Streets podcast. I'm Dyvurse, Dyvurse. Check me out on IG and everything else, B. You feel me? What's your name?
That's _Lolo. Y'all better follow me. The C is not a C, it's a K. So
Hey, with a K, with a K, man.
Y'all go ahead and shout y'all page out.
Mekanix, man. Follow us at TheMekanix.
TheMekanix.
You feel me? And that's a
it's a
wrap.
wrap.
Voice of the Streets podcast. Hello.
Feels good. If I have a vacation, loyalty, hard work, dedication. It's about to be a celebration. Yeah, yeah. We deserve this. I got the whole squad with me right now. So believe it's about to go down.
Hey, what's good, everybody? This is your boy John, and this is the Voice of the Streets podcast. Shout out to my host, Dyvurse, in the building, and shout out to my co-host, Codis Lauren, in the building. Hey, be sure you guys go check out Voice of the Streets podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and so much more, you guys. Thank you.